Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is June 28th, 2023. It's only Wednesday and I am this tired. That is crazy. Actually had dreams about going to work and falling asleep. That's how tired I am. I didn't plan on telling you that. But, nothing wrong with being just absolutely open and honest about how you're living your life and what's going on in your life. I learned a long time ago in recovery that you have to take your mask off. It has to come off, and you have to be real. You have to be who you are. This morning I'm reading from Proverbs 28, and I'm going to read verse 13. Proverbs 28, verse 13, it says, "The one who conceals his sin will not prosper, but whoever confesses and renounces them will find mercy." It's interesting. I confess to you, I was that tired that I couldn't even process what the date was. I told you I dreamt about falling asleep at work, to give you an idea how tired I am. And I told you about the fact that taking your mask off is one of the first things you learn when you enter into recovery. You find out that you can't just keep living your life the same old way. You got to pull that mask off, and you got to deal with life on life's terms. You got to be who you are. It doesn't matter how ugly you think this is. It is what it is, and you need to live with and through it, right? And I realized something this morning as I was preparing myself for the day. Many of us, we walk into recovery because the mask we're wearing isn't working anymore. It's breaking apart, and people are starting to see through it. And so we come into recovery, organized recovery, looking for a better mask. And the tools that we learn in Celebrate Recovery, or AA, or NA, or Recovery Alive, or Reformers Anonymous, or whatever program that you might be looking into or going to, those tools are amazing tools. The reality is not a single one of them comes from any place but right here. Bill W., when he figured it out with Dr. Bob, went to the Bible to get the answers. I know that bugs people, but it's in the big book. Read the introduction, you find that out. I know it's crazy that it might actually be there, but it is. But we come into these programs because our masks aren't working anymore. There's a crisis in our life. We can't hide behind our mask anymore. And so all we're really wanting to do is find a better mask. And the tools, they can give us that. And so there's two types of people in recovery. There's those that are looking for a better mask, and they're grabbing individual things and putting them on and seeing how well that will work. And amazingly enough, each one of the tools can be a mask in and of itself, and we can wear them, some of us, for a really long time. And then there are those who come in and their mask is so broken, and they are so tired of wearing a mask that they find out the tools, they're not really masks. What they are is the ability to break away all the masks. They're the tools that pry away all the masks that we've ever wore. Some of them so stuck we don't even know that they're there. And we finally find out who we really are. When we get to step 3 and we've already realized there's a God, in step 2 we realized He wants to help us, and then we say we want Him to in step 3. By the time we really work that process, we're starting to see that Jesus sees us Jesus sees us without the mask. And when he sees us without a mask, he loves us. And we can start to accept ourselves that way. So like I said, there's two types of people in recovery. I've been both. I still am both sometimes. There are times I try to grab one of the tools and put it on as a mask because, well, it's easier to hide than it is to work on my stuff. It's easier to look at myself in the mirror behind a mask than it is to look at this in the mirror and say, yep, his beard's crooked again today. Is he going to fix it? Or is he going to let it go? You know, don't you talk to yourself that way? I do. The one who conceals his sins will not prosper. But the one whoever confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Recovery works because it teaches us how to pry off our masks, not how to put new ones on. We need to evaluate our lives. It's true. Are we looking at recovery to find a new mask? Or are we there because the masks we've been wearing are so heavy and so burdensome that we're just looking for them to come off and we're willing to let Jesus show us who we really are? I can promise you the latter is a much better way to live. Solomon knew it thousands of years ago. He told us, the one who conceals his sin will not prosper. But whoever confesses and renounces them will find mercy. That's the way I want to live my life today. We can either try to find that new mask because our old one is not working, or we can use the tools in recovery to pry away all the masks and start living the way Jesus sees us. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.